Hi, I'm Christine Biron. I'm the Esther Elizabeth Brintzenhoff Professor at Brown University. And what do I like best about what I'm doing now? I think if you have a career in the sciences and in immunology in particular, you're lucky. You know, it's a very satisfying career path, and in academics you have pieces of it which are teaching. But discovery research is pretty cool, right? Yeah, you get, when something happens that you're not expecting in the laboratory that makes you think differently, that's a lot of fun. There's a lot that goes on at an AAI meeting. As a student, you learn a lot, you meet a lot of people, and that networking always happens. You always get stimulated, especially it's a broad topic. So you get introduced to the latest that's going on and things in immunology that are a little bit aside from what you're focusing on, and that can be really, really stimulating. You see old friends, that can be stimulating. So it's a great meeting, and the organization does a good job to make it fun and educational. So the most important thing about immunology is that it's one of our systems that faces out and protects all of us from the challenges we have to deal with as it faces out. So there are special things about its mobility, its recognizing self and non-self to work when we need it to work, and it's equipped. If you just think about this, when you're born, you have genetic information that prepares you to deal with any kind of threat that you might see. And there's limited room in your genome, but there's unlimited numbers of infectious agents that you can deal with. And there are different classes, and the host is prepared to deal with different kinds of relationships that you have with those organisms. Think about that. That's really incredible, isn't it? In NK cells, you know, one of the things I love and I focus on, early on they were so unusual that there were a number of journals. People were sort of closed-minded about NK cells. They were called the black sheep in the immunology family. And I'd come to meetings, even this meeting, and people would say, you know, call me up when you figure it out, because it was so, it was a little vague and elusive, and nobody was quite sure about what it did. They had ideas that was important in cancer and in viral infections. But the American Association of Immunologists and the Journal of Immunology were open to reviewing those papers and thinking about something that was considered pretty out there early on. So I'm very indebted to the association and the journal for being really this great group of immunologists with open minds. The American Association of Immunologists is a big family, and I've been in it for a long time, and you've seen an evolution. So early on, when I was involved, mainstream immunology was still defining the players, and then it went into a period when they started worrying more about infectious agents. And now, at this meeting, there's a lot about cancer. It's really exciting. So, so as you evolve like that, you've met people. And I would say, this is important to say, there have been people, more senior immunologists, at this meeting when I was more junior, that I had an opportunity to really pick their brains and talk to them about science, and they were really helpful and encouraging, and yeah, so it's a good meeting.